and welcome to Menna Cycles. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the winter cycling essentials that I could not live without through these colder months. I know a lot of people will have New Year's resolutions to get fitter and to get out more, and here are some of the things, if cycling is your chosen get fit method, that I think you will need. I'm not endorsing anything particularly, these are just things that I have and I've built up over time and I think are excellent. So the first thing that I think every cyclist needs is a really good, totally waterproof jacket. Now I had a lot of trouble finding something brilliant. I used to just cycle in my Barber and that's just too hot and too heavy, so this year I decided to shop around and find something new. Most of the jackets are ridiculously expensive, so I was on a bit of a budget and didn't want to spend loads, so I went on to, I think it was the Wheelies website, and they had a bit of a sale going on, and I found this jacket. My jacket is from Madison. I found it, like I said, on the Wheelies website. It's great, it's completely waterproof, it's got taped seams as well, and what I really like is on the back it's got this pocket here, so you can kind of stick all like extras and things kind of at the back, and it also, the cut is really good because it drops kind of low here. I just stuck a little sticker on there to help with the reflectiveness. So that's my first one. I really like this one. My ideal dream jacket would be something from Volpine. They're like a British brand. Their jackets are really smart. They have built-in like storm flaps or something, and they're kind of at the bottom of the jacket, and so when you're not cycling you can fold this kind of drop bit away and then put it back out again when it's raining. But they are something like £200 and that's not what I had to spend. I think this was £50 in the sale. I really recommend it. It's really similar to the Endura Stealth. The only difference is it doesn't have the zips, and what I also like is that this is a women's cut, so it actually fits rather than the others which only seem to come in men's and are really unflattering and do not fit across here, so big recommendation there. The next cycling essential I think would be gloves, and I last year used just normal fingerless gloves or woolen gloves. I think I even got some kind of suede effect gloves from Primark. And they were great, but they only lasted one winter and they weren't very good. This year I actually found these gloves in Lidl and their cycling stuff and sport stuff is quite good. It's really affordable. So this pair of gloves was, I think, £4.99, and they did loads of different sizes, and I have really small hands so they had them in a small. They're really padded and they're windproof. Now they're not waterproof. Waterproof gloves cost a lot more, you can get nice ones from sealskins and things like that. But my journeys are normally quite short, like not more than kind of half an hour, 40 minutes, and I thought actually I can just stick them on a radiator when I arrive wherever I need to arrive. But yeah, Lidl, keep an eye out because they're really handy and really cheap for what you get. Next essential is again a keeping warm item. This is they're called a handy band. You'll see them called buffs, and this one is from Sea Salt, which is a brand I absolutely love. They're like a Cornish clothing brand. They do lots of kind of really nice coats and lots of that. But these handy bands, they're organic cotton. They wash really well. They're really light. They fold up really small. And they're just really handy to have, and I just use it as instead of a scarf, and you just kind of stuff it on along here. You can put it up really high, kind of over your nose and over your ears when it's really cold, and they're also really good for if you get really hot, for just like giving yourself a pat down, getting all the sweat away, and yeah, I think they're great. I think they are kind of £10 to £15. You can definitely get cheaper versions, and I know Decathlon do a good range, and they do fleecy ones as well, which are really good. Yeah, they're brilliant. I would really recommend. I think they're really great. Okay, so the next cycling essential that I'd like to talk about are lights. You have to have them, especially at night, and in the winter you just use them so much. I use them on my way to work, and then I leave at 5 and then use them again on the way home. I also think in the winter when the weather's bad and it's raining, it's great to have lights on your bike because you're just going to stand out a bit more. I have a particular light brand that I love. I know lots of people don't get on and have had loads of problems. Actually, my husband has had so many faulty lights from this company. Really unlucky, but I seem to have done okay. And that company is called Knog, K-N-O-G. They do locks and things as well, but their lights are really good. Got a front light and a back light. They're both USB rechargeable, which is kind of the biggest draw for me, because I like to be able to cycle into work, plug my lights in, and then when I leave I know that they're fully charged and I'm not going to get let down on the way home. This is my backlight. It's a little heart, and it's really bright. I don't know if you can see really, but yeah, super bright and really easy to use, and you don't need any fixing on your bike. You can just clip it round. Really handy. And this one is really similar. The only thing I would say is I bought the clear casing, and the light is so bright that it flashes through the clear casing, and if you look down at your handlebar sometimes you get like a bit of a flash in the face. Sometimes I just put a bit of electrical tape over this bit to kind of stop that happening. So if you're going to get one of these, I would say go for a dark coloured case, because it's not brilliant. But you just pull this bit out, and then the charging bit is in there. Really easy to use. They're quite long lasting. Like I say, I know lots of people have had problems with their lights. I have not, and I think they're brilliant. And also, just a note is when my husband has had problems with his lights, he's got in touch with Knog on Twitter, and they've been so helpful and even sent him lights over from Australia as replacements. So they're really kind of great company. On the kind of subject of light and standing out and reflectiveness, I really like these things. They're like the snap bands that you used to get when you're a kid. They're really handy. You can snap them onto your bike when you're not using them, which is great. This one is free. It's I got it I don't know where. I got it on a kind of Prudential Ride London thing, I think. They were giving them away free. This just lives on my bike all the time, and I just always have it, and I always put it on my oh dear. And so I always put it on my right leg, 'cause cycling on the left, and so it's moving the whole time, and I think that kind of can catch driver's attention. So that's quite good. I also have, I don't have it here, but I also have like a high-vis waistcoaty jackety thing, which I think is just, you do look like a dork when you're wearing it, but if it's foggy and it's raining and it's horrible, it's really good to stick that on top of your jacket or something, just so you'll really stand out. What I've also got, and not here, is a backpack cover, like a high-vis backpack cover. So if you ride with the backpack, it's really handy to just stick that on. It's also waterproof, just so you're kind of really easy to see. So the next thing, I suppose, would be my helmet. Now, I always wear a helmet. I know lots of people in London don't. It's totally your choice. At some point I'm going to make a video about why I wear a helmet, but just in this instance I have obviously got a bright white one. It's really stands out. I've got stickers on it. I've got on the back, I've got this bow, which is actually made of Scotch light fabric, so when a headlight hits that, it lights up. I don't really like this helmet particularly. It's fine, it's a helmet, I don't really care, but it is essential, and I think especially in winter because there are always accidents in winter, and I think you've just got to be careful. Some little things which I always have in the bottom of my bag or in the pocket of my jacket are some tissues. So I don't know about anyone else, but when I arrive somewhere after cycling I always seem to have a runny nose, so perfect. And I also have, which I have to use before I get on the bike and when I get off, a little chapstick, and my lips crack like crazy in the winter, and this is the only way that I can stop it happening. I use chapstick kind of when I'm on my bike because it's medicated, and it's also like really thick, so I have to use it. I've also used Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream and Vaseline. Vaseline I don't like, it doesn't really work as well, but it's great if there's nothing else. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please just leave some in the comments below and I'll get back to you. If you like the video, if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, there'll be more videos coming soon. I'm hoping to do maybe a winter lookbook and maybe some other kind of how-tos, how to make some kind of reflective bows and things like that. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you soon.